Looks like the sun is coming out, so I've decided to do a little bit of tinkering with the loofah. It's a good time to carve in a nice cut there for my big gut. So you can see this is what I'm aiming for, kind of all the way along there. My weighing scales, the only ones that I've got that are kind of like mid-range are these like Samsonite travel ones. I have bathroom scales, but they won't register that. I also have kitchen scales, but that's more for like small bits of flour and stuff. Okay, so that says there 385, but when I do it, when I try to redo it, now it says 103. So I just don't really know how accurate these Samsonite travel, what do you call it, are. Their batteries are brand new. I'd actually just put them in. I just think they're crap, not fit for purpose. Look, it's still showing its way in something. Let me tire that. Watch. I'm gonna try to keep this all in camera. I'm gonna move the camera up. 4.5 pounds. I have a Shinto rasp. I have another box of file. All these that I've picked up either used or cheaply over the past year. All different files in there. The only two that are going to be of real use, get off a lot of the chunk of these two, I guess, and these lot to like clean up towards the end. The other thing I bought that's just arrived this morning is this thing. It's like a wildlife camera type deal. I feed a hedgehog and I feed a fox. The fox has learned that because he gets a can of dog food, I think it's a he gets a can of dog food and one egg on top of it. I've noticed recently that he comes early, he grabs the egg, leaves the meat, and then comes back later on to get the meat. So he's learned that this is his home, I guess. I've not actually seen him since it started to actually get dark quite early, so it'd be nice to see him. The hedgehog I see every night. Let's see. That's the rough side. That side's better to start with, at least. Yeah, just follow it around until I guess I can get the angle from the back. Now imagine, I've not watched a single video on this, so I should have done maybe. As you can see, it's going to take a while. Nice. Some tools are boring, some are fun. This is fun. The plane is fun as well. To save a little bit of that, I'm going to bring that inside before I forget. I think I'm happy around about there, that I'm going to take off as much as I can with this rasp, because at this point now I'm getting closer to the edges, and I've held it up against my stomach and it feels fine. Actually could probably just maybe, you know, give it a little bit more contour, but otherwise it's fine. All these are pretty much picked up used. Oh, that's a rubbish fret file, don't worry about that. All these are picked up kind of used in a set that I got. These ones here, these files here, I bought these needle files. There was about £9 or £10, and it come with a free set of rasps. I've got to be honest, I've really got my money's worth from these. As you can see, they've been used. When the time is right, I guess I'm going to buy myself a good set, because I really enjoy using the rasps and files. But using these little rasps, I'm going to come back to here and just kind of like clean that over, get some nice sharper lines along there, and just curve. Then once all that's done, just come back with the, I think they call this a half bastard or something like that, I'm not sure, and then just come back and smooth it over with this. Then I can go over the rest of it and get it prepped for painting. Do you know what? It's whiskey o'clock. I don't know what the time is. It's gone lunchtime, I know that much. I just feel like a whiskey. But this has just arrived, so before I get into that, let's quickly open this. It's probably got something to do with guitars. If not, you can't see it. Oh. They've sent me the wrong ones. Okay, I'm not complaining. They've definitely sent me the wrong ones. They've sent me, these are Graphtech, right? They've got the, I ordered 2 sets of those. I have to check what's going on. But these look like the brush steel. They have, you have to be careful when buying these, because they come in chrome and brush steel. So if you want the high polish, you need the chrome. But that definitely looks more like brush steel than the white ivory. These are a lot more expensive. Now these are the vintage size. I bought them as a vintage size just so that I could have a set of vintage size. Actually, I did get a white set this morning. One second. So these are the ones that come earlier this morning. These are 2 1/16, which is more like your modern style. If you've got like something like a Squire or something like that, these should be the ones that you would replace them with. These ones are a little bit wider. These are 2 3/16, slightly wider there, which is like the vintage style. I don't know what to do, because if they were chrome, I'd just say, oh, I will keep them. But brush steel, or should I just change them and get the white one? Decision, but there should be 2 of those. There was definitely one in there, wasn't there? If you saw my video last week, when the black ones were on sale, £28, I grabbed those. This week I've grabbed these. I bought 2 sets of those, but they seem to have sent me the wrong one. There's more packages coming now, so maybe that's more. Thanks, dude. Thank you. This could be it. Let's have a look. It's Graphtech. Okay. You alright, mate? So there's the 2 that I ordered. Alright. And these are the ones that I had already. So what in the friggin' hell is this? Maybe I did buy 3 sets. I'm going to have to check, but I'm so impressed with the Graphtech saddles in combination with the nut. But yeah, pretty much all of my Fender styles, where you want that chime, I'm going to get these. This is what it's going to look like eventually. I've got the candy orange, so it's like the glittery silver underneath, and then you have the transparent orange on top. Hello, birds. With that transparent coating, the more coats you put on it, the darker the orange becomes, but that also takes away from the silver underneath. So I don't know if I'm going to do like an even coat or kind of play around with that and maybe have it darker in certain spots, maybe coming around there, you know, around the hardware, so it's just coming out there a little bit darker, make it look a little bit different. Gonna have a black neck. You see this tortoise shell, it's got some nice shine behind it because of the copper on the back. A Cosmo black Gota titanium bridge in there. Saddles are titanium, although I don't know if I keep them. I may go with the black Graphtechs to match the smoky black Cosmo black bridge. Gonna get a matching Cosmo black control plate. Think you can get them as well. And I'd probably just go with chrome up here, and that way I don't need to mess around again with changing out the mother of pearl. Gonna be badass, I think. I may actually take a piece off from my arm here at the front as well. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling it just a little bit, not a huge one, but I'll grab my pencil. Let's have a think about this. Let's have a think. I think I've got room to come in from here and just give me a little bit of relief. Kind of like there, to about there. And I don't need a lot. Come off of here. And then kind of slopes down. Maybe that needs to come up wider. Okay, let me bring that wider. It's probably another delivery for me. I get so many deliveries. That's what happens when you live the life of a single man. You don't know all those responsibilities other than yourself and the pets you feed. I think about later. I think if I take off that there. You alright, mate?
Number 2, yeah?
Yep. Thank you. This is gonna put some strings on this. Strings on this. There you go. I needed a yard brush. Doesn't feel that stiff actually. Stiff enough. So that is what needs to come off, I think. I don't know if it actually needs to come down that wide. Probably that top one there. Telecaster with a armrest. That might be quite nice. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Why not? good enough. Yeah.